Hello everyone and welcome to the launch of a brand new innovative product, Giudecca Sounder. First of all, I'd like to spend a few words to explain how this product is born. As you know, Vanitem has always been recognized as a company creating innovation, let's say emerging from the ordinary. More recently, we received many requests from end users, installers and most of all architects for a product that should not only be good looking and perfectly functioning, but also as discreet as possible. For example, in high-end buildings with a minimal style where design is one of the most important features. That's when the idea of going further in sounder innovation was born. Back in the day, Vanitem changed the security market by replacing ordinary sounders that were traditionally squared, white, with rounded flesh, with new shapes and unusual colors. The next step was creating a product that had to be as thin as possible. So here we are today with Giudecca, the one and only in-wall sounder in the world. Now, let me show you what you're going to receive in the product box when you buy Giudecca. Giudecca comes with one in-wall box. The in-wall box is made of ABS plastic material, where we have already set up some holes for cable passing. Inside you'll find an O-ring and the spirit level as usual. Then we have a temporary internal cover that can be very useful during the plastering phase. If you want to install the in-wall box during the early stages of construction, you may have the need to apply this temporary cover to be able to apply the skim coat and do all the plastering work. This cover must be removed afterwards when you want to finish the alarm system and install all the electronic parts and all the other components. Then we have the actual internal cover made of alu-zinc metal. This cover has been specifically designed to press on the O-ring and seal the sounder. Lastly, we have the external cover, very stylish. Vanitem covers are always painted with many coats, this to have an excellent result over time, so perfectly resistant to any weather conditions, even for installations in front of the sea. The cover of Giudecca is made of painted stainless steel, and it is available in 4 different colors: white, light grey, dust grey and corten, a very fashion rust effect. Upon request, we also have brushed and shiny stainless steel. Let's now talk about the technical features. One of the things we always get asked is the sound pressure. Giudecca reaches 105 dB at 1 meter. As for the electronic board, we designed an exclusive electronic by implementing our reliable present electronics. We wanted it to be good for in-wall mounting, but at the same time easy for maintenance. Regarding functions, you can see that the terminal block has some more terminals than usual, terminals A, B, C and D. I'm going to explain later what you need them for. In order we have supply terminals, positive and negative. Then we have sounder control, and Vanitem always let the installer choose if he wants a positive or negative, in this case missing. We then have system status or flash reset. With Giudecca we have renovated system status. I mean, I have 3 different ways of blinking for on, off and system status. While arming, I have 3 red blinks that indicate that the system has been turned on. Then, if I choose to have a permanent system status, I have a blue blink every 2-3 seconds. While disarming, I have a long green blink. I repeat, 3 LED blinks in on, blue blink in system status and green in off. Moving on with the terminal block, I have the block speaker and the anomaly output. This sounder has a microprocessor that periodically checks all the features of the sounder, especially battery recharge, battery status and speaker status. The anomalies are notified through the anomaly output and also through the LED placed on the PCB, which will indicate the anomaly type through the number of blinks. Battery status is checked every 22 hours, while all the other features are checked every 10 minutes by the microprocessor. Then we have the terminals linked to the tamper, so anti-opening and anti-foam, and ABCD outputs. These outputs let me control the color of the LED. As you have already understood, the LED is RGBW, so red, green, blue, white. And depending on the command given to the terminal, you can choose to have an additional notification. For example, you can set a color for partial and another one for total arming. You can freely choose if and how to use them. Regarding the anti-foam, it is a standard feature for Giudecca. For those of you who don't know it, Venitem anti-foam system is available for all our sounders and it is a patented technology. But how does it work? I have two micros in end that are activated by at least 150 grams force. If I inject some foam, the foam pushes against the moving part of the anti-foam. This part activates the two micros that will then trigger the alarm. Let's now see a live installation on the wall. We have prepared a sample where you can see the sounder in section and the in-wall box. The in-wall part is 11.6 centimeters deep. When placing the in-wall box, I have to pay attention to the spirit level. Moreover, the sounder must be parallel to the wall to avoid any problems. But let's proceed with installation. So, you had already set up the in-wall part here, and you have applied the temporary cover while plastering. You can easily remove this cover to install the electronic parts. As you can see, the electronics are placed on a pull-out trolley inside the box to make installation and maintenance easier. So 1 and 2 here. We have then thought of 2 blocking screws for the trolley. One. Okay. And the second one. There you go. See? Now we have the 2 blocking screws mounted and the electronic part perfectly fixed. The remaining space is for the battery. We are using a 2.2 amps battery. 1, black, red, there you go. The battery perfectly fits inside. Here is a function showing the multicolored LED. At this point, once you have done all the wirings, you can place the internal cover that, as I mentioned, is designed to press on the O-ring. Okay. Okay. You have, in the box, you have 6 fixing screws, but today we are only using 2. Okay. The internal cover, as I mentioned, has been designed to perfectly press on the O-ring, so to seal the whole sounder. So I was saying we are using 2 screws just to give you the idea of the mounting. I know what you're thinking. What about the rain that could enter? Does it stay inside? The answer is no. First of all, thanks to the O-ring, the seal, it's very difficult for rain and water to get in. If some drops manage to go inside, we have specifically designed these two drains here and the tilted bottom to make water and humidity flow outside. Now let's do the final touches. Screws made of stainless steel, like the cover, so no problems of rust at all. Once I place the cover, it pushes the tamper system okay, 1 and 2. So I was saying it pushes the anti-opening tamper. One last thing, it's really important that the in-wall box isn't placed more than 5 millimeters inside the wall. Otherwise, that could be the risk that the tamper doesn't work properly. Okay, here we are. This is the final result. Really beautiful. An easy installation, very thin, discreet, perfect even for the most demanding customer. I really hope you liked today's video, and for any additional information, write us at info@vanitem.com. Thank you and bye-bye!